lot of receiver drops today. I mean, how do you guys sort of move on from this down the
I
road?
don't know. You guys said the quarterback couldn't throw, so it must be the quarterback's fault.
Xander had a better game. I thought Xander's been improved the last couple games.
He's done good. Just we got to keep forcing. We told him we're kind of back to trying to do things we believe in, go with. We took a few weeks to try to get him up to speed, but we got a little bit more back to our style of play. And we had a couple long runs. It was nice, and we're going. We got I think the passing, even though we had those drops, they had to honor it, and it did open up some of the run game a little bit. So, but those kids, I used the example a few years ago. I know Michigan State, as they came on a couple of years ago, young guys really struggled. But their kids grew through that, and our guys have to grow through that. And we just told them, we're going to keep coming at you. We're going to keep throwing at you. You're talented. You're a good player. You're going to have to mature and grow through that. So we're going to keep pushing that. And they're human. There'll be some drops, but we just got to push it.
Coach, you started the game with the onside kick. Was that something you came into the game thinking you were going to do, or something you saw?
No, I mean, we have some of those looks just built in, or different. Like, you got a run call, you check to a pass. I mean, there's some times where, in a kicking game that there, whether it be a field goal or a punt or a kick where you have something hot that you could check out. And we just, we kind of had it up. And it's not a call. It's just built in that we can do. And if it's there, we thought it was, we let it ride. If it wasn't, we shake out of it, and that's all that was.
Tevin had that long run in the third quarter when it was 13-10, but he was caught at, I think, like 5 or 6 yard line. They held you to a field goal. How big was that in momentum for them to be?
Well, I mean, they took the score from there to make it 17-16, and we had a shot, and then they even scored again to make it, a 24-16 game. We're at midfield, 2nd and 3, and had a personal foul penalty. So, I think a couple plays, it later been nice to score. We had a touchdown opportunity. I think we dropped or had a competitive play with one of our young receivers who didn't make theirs. So, that guy made a nice play. He's not going to outrun everybody. He's got nice speed, but other players do. And, he got called, but we still had a chance to get it in. We didn't, and held us to a field goal. So, a little bit better offensive performance today. But, when you kick, 3 field goals on the road, especially when you're down there close, that's going to bite you a little bit. We got to work past that.
Fake punt there with Toth, was that just a drop on his part? Was it?
Yeah, and again, the look, we had that one up, and that was probably one we should have gotten out of because they were in a look, and they kind of had a return on. So we had the ability maybe to change that and didn't. And I think Eric, because the look, I think he took his eye off and was looking at the block, and it's just no different than a receiver. I think he double caught the snap and didn't manage the snap and started running too soon. But again, we thought at that point in time, like the onside kick, we're just trying to do some stuff to make some plays to kind of keep holding service and stay with those guys.
You guys kind of got past the penalty bug earlier in the season, but the last 2 games have had a handful of penalties that really have stalled out drives. Is there anything to that, or is it just playing the game hard and those things happen?
When you play hard, you're going to get some stuff, whether it be hands outside or a competitive play, when with pass interference. So that happens some. I get that. You don't like the dead ball, foolish plays. I think we didn't mean to, but we had a fumble on a punt, where the punt was short, and as a returner's coming up, he actually has to start yelling as he's catching, because it's no different than what you call a hot call. There's all different words. People have to say, get out of the way. And so there's some communication issues that go through, and that wasn't a penalty, but that's a communication play that happens. There's some negatives. So we got some negatives in our football we got to take out. I didn't like the personal foul. I thought that was a huge play. It's an 8-point game. You're midfield, 2nd and 3. And so I didn't like that penalty at all because it's post. It has nothing to do with the play. It's post. The guy shoves you. You want to shove it back. They're always going to penalize that one. So we had 3 games, I think, with 3, 4, and 5 penalties. I don't know how many we had today, but we had 9 or 10, 11. Yeah, so for whatever reason, a couple, 3 weeks, I guess we cleaned it up good in coaching, and a couple weeks, I guess we did.
Started Andre Booker today. Stoner just not ready to go.
He pulled a ham in practice, and last week he hurt it in Michigan. We got him to game day. He looked like he could go. We didn't practice. We decided to hold him on Tuesday. He re-aggravated it, different spots, so he did not travel. And so Andre went out there, semi-cop, same deal. It's kind of been battling a little. So Andre got the first nod. But we're playing a lot of those young guys between whether it be the freshmen, and then right now it's Ricky Jones, Andre Booker, and then Shane Wynn. So it's the 3 freshmen and those guys.
Big challenge at Ohio State last week or next week. How do you keep these guys motivated moving forward these last couple games?
Well, I don't know. You think you say that, like, I got a lot of respect and pride in them, appreciation for them, because it would be very, very easy. Those guys, I think the last couple weeks have shown no matter what the odds and where we're at, they're going to come out and play hard. They're going to fight. And so, again, a lot of respect for the seniors. Well, 2 really good weeks. It's a great program. We're playing a great team, playing for life, great environment. But at the same time, they're always going to be in our division. We're always going to play them. It's a great opportunity. So respect them, but not going back down. And I think, hopefully it's just evident. We've kind of tried to get back into our style of how we want to play and building our team. There's a couple weeks with those injuries. I think we got off track trying to fix problems. We're kind of back on track, doing what we do. It's going to be tough, but we're just going to focus on these seniors continuing to lead and build this team the way we want it built. And I think the last couple of weeks, the way they started, the way they played, I think it shows there's a lot of fight in this football team, and I respect that. And I appreciate those kids a bunch.
All right, thank you.
All right, man. Thanks for being here.
Shane Wynn.